Today, I'm going to explain 8 key aspects of female psychology that influence attraction. These aren't just points you should know about, but weaknesses you can leverage for yourself. I won't just list them out, I'll also show you how to turn them into advantages. Number 1. The power of contrasting personalities. To truly captivate a woman's attention, it's essential to have more than one side to your personality. A dynamic, multi-layered persona makes you far more intriguing. For example, if you typically come off as calm, composed, and perhaps a bit reserved, surprise her with a spontaneous and adventurous side. Picture this: you're walking together, enjoying a nice day, and suddenly you start dancing to the music in the background without any warning. The sudden change in behavior catches her off guard, and she may even be puzzled about why you're acting that way. This contrast creates an air of mystery and piques her curiosity. A man who is unpredictable, who shows multiple facets of his personality, can be far more appealing than someone who's consistently the same. Women are naturally drawn to men who don't just fit into a single mold, but reveal new and exciting layers over time. Number 2. Mentioning someone who looks different from her. Women tend to be natural overthinkers, and you can use this to your advantage when trying to increase her attraction. Casually bring up someone who contrasts with her in appearance or style, but do it in a nonchalant way. For instance, if she has dark hair, casually mention how much you admire a blonde actress or a girl with a completely different look. Don't make it seem like you're trying to create jealousy or competition. Just share the observation as part of a normal conversation. The key here is the uncertainty it creates. Later on, she'll begin to question whether you might prefer someone with a different look, which will spark curiosity and keep her thinking about you. The more she finds herself reflecting on you, the stronger her emotional attachment becomes. Number 3. Don't be afraid to criticize. Sometimes, as men, we're often reluctant to criticize women because we fear it will hurt their feelings or lead to conflict. However, constructive criticism, when delivered in a kind and respectful manner, can actually strengthen the relationship. If you notice she's wearing something that doesn't quite suit her, or she's posted a picture that you feel doesn't highlight her best features, it's okay to gently point it out. This doesn't mean being overly critical or harsh, but offering feedback that helps her grow and feel better about herself. When you do give her a compliment after offering such criticism, she'll value it more because it's clear that your praise is genuine and not given out of habit. This balance makes compliments more meaningful and shows her that you care about her well-being and growth. Number 4. Subtly highlight things she's not good at. If you notice that she struggles with something, subtly pointing it out can have an unexpected effect. For example, if she isn't a great cook, mention how much you admire women who can whip up an amazing meal. This may not seem like much at first, but it will get her thinking about how she could improve in that area. She may not directly change her habits right away, but over time, this little nudge will create a sense of awareness and make her want to rise to the challenge. You're showing her what you value without criticizing her directly, which can increase her emotional investment in the relationship as she strives to meet your unspoken standards. Number 5. Share your own weaknesses. While this may sound counterintuitive, sharing your weaknesses can actually work in your favor by making you more relatable and human in her eyes. For example, if you're not the best dancer, don't be afraid to admit it up front in a light-hearted way. By acknowledging your imperfections, you show confidence in your vulnerability, which can be incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to men who are self-assured enough to admit their flaws while still maintaining their strength. This vulnerability allows her to empathize with you and see you as more than just a perfect image. You're a real person with strengths and weaknesses, just like her. However, be careful not to overdo it. Use this tactic sparingly so it doesn't undermine your overall sense of masculinity. Number 6. Make her put effort into winning you over. A key to maintaining her interest and attraction is making her work a little for your approval. This doesn't mean playing games, but rather subtly challenging her to meet your standards. For example, you could casually bring up your interest in philosophy and ask her if she shares that passion. If she says yes, she might be trying to impress you. If she says no, it may make her wonder if you're starting to lose interest. Either way, you've got her emotionally invested. When you create situations where she feels she has to prove herself, it keeps her on her toes and heightens her desire to win your approval. This subtle push ensures that she's constantly thinking about how to keep you interested. Number 7. Set clear boundaries. Boundaries are essential to maintaining a healthy and attractive relationship dynamic. Establishing your limits sends a powerful message that you have standards, which women find attractive in a man. For instance, if you don't like smoking, it's important to let her know early on. If she lights up, you should be clear and assertive about walking away rather than tolerating it. Similarly, if you're on a trip together, set clear expectations about how the costs will be split. Setting these boundaries shows leadership, and women are naturally drawn to men who can lead with confidence. Having firm boundaries makes it clear that you value your time, space, and principles, which ultimately makes you more desirable. Number 8. Let her know she's not the only one. Subtly reminding her that you have other options can trigger a sense of competition and increase her emotional investment in you. For instance, if she asks if you're seeing someone else, don't shy away from the question. Simply tell her that you're keeping your options open. You could say something like, "There are a few candidates I'm considering," in a casual, confident manner. This approach doesn't just make her a little jealous, it also makes her realize that you're a man of value who has plenty of choices. The idea of potentially losing your attention will make her work harder to win you over, strengthening her attraction to you. Attraction isn't just about looking good or saying the right things, it's about creating a dynamic connection that captivates her and leaves her wanting more. The key is balancing authenticity with mystery, offering a subtle challenge and showing that you're someone who values respect and standards. By implementing these strategies, you'll keep her intrigued, thinking about you long after the conversation ends, and wanting to see more of you. The right combination of confidence, vulnerability, and leadership is what sets you apart and creates that lasting emotional connection. If you found these tips useful, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It helps the channel grow and allows me to keep bringing you more valuable content like this. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I've got plenty more insights on attraction, relationships, and how to build deeper connections coming your way. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which tip you think will have the biggest impact in your own life, or share any personal experiences you've had with these strategies. I'd love to hear how they've worked for you. And if you have any questions or need further advice, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. Remember, attraction isn't something you force, it's something you naturally cultivate over time with the right approach. Stay grounded in who you are, lead with confidence, and always keep things interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep challenging yourself and refining those relationships. You've got this.